We're now learning new details after tragedy strikes our community. Chattanooga police say a 13-year-old is behind bars, knew the child he's accused of shooting earlier this month. CPD says an 11-year-old was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries after officers found him in a home on Grand Avenue. Sabrina Majore joins us live now to break down the latest on this investigation and the gun violence on the rise among children in Tennessee. Sabrina.
Josh, Latricia, that 13-year-old now being held in the juvenile detention center here. He's facing charges of aggravated assault and reckless abandonment. And tonight we're learning the state of Tennessee is one that's been particularly impacted by gun violence among juveniles. It's a tragedy locals say is difficult to imagine. A 13-year-old boy shot an 11-year-old here in Chattanooga's Oak Hill neighborhood.
At that age, come on.
CPD saying today the crime they once believed was accidental is currently under investigation as a crime. Because of the boy's age, they're not telling us much about the incident. Napoleon Williams is a retired CPD officer. He spent 47 years in law enforcement.
But at one point, juvenile had gang related, you know. But it slowed down. And this is the first one we had in a while with juveniles involved.
What CPD would tell us today is that the boys did know each other before the shooting, and that there is no indication at this time that this incident is gang motivated. But today, community members still have a lingering question. How did this 13-year-old get hold of a gun? According to a study by the Journal of Public Health, 4.6 million kids in America reside in a household where at least one gun is kept loaded and unlocked.
If the gun was in his house, it belonged to the parents. Parents should lock it up so he can't get it to them.
And while we don't yet know if that's what happened here on Grand Avenue, Williams also offering this advice to the community today.
Know what your child is doing. When I was a kid, my mama knew where I was at. 11 years old, you better be close to that house. Just as simple as that.
Now, according to the CDC, Tennessee is fourth in the nation for juvenile firearm mortality for individuals between the ages of 0 to 19. The shooting on Grand Street, unfortunately, another incident adding to those numbers. Reporting in Chattanooga, I'm Sabrina Majore, News Channel 9.
Thank you, Sabrina. According to data and research by this group, each year nearly 1,500 minors are killed by guns. They also say 3 million children are directly exposed to gun violence.